No one kept me in prison. No one kept me a victim other than my damn self. We get so like result based as humans. One, it's like, it's the process, it's the journey, it's the feelings that we should be focused on. I am just going to go on a quick little rant here because I can probably just begin to scratch the surface of something that is decades old, lifetimes old, and my karmic knots here. And that is my victim story. And specifically in this lifetime, one of the ways it has manifested, everything's so layered. So there's other aspects of it, but also with weight and with not wanting to pursue my passion. So I have had a victim story since my childhood, and I have always perceived myself like a victim, like this self-other, like, I think there's a name for it in psychology. I don't know what it is, but I think maybe like otherness or something, where it's like everyone's life is like going great, but then it's just like, oh, poor me, like the little victim that has no friends, no one likes her, no guys like her, oh, like whatever the stuff is. I would put myself in this victimhood a lot, and I would perceive that other people were doing things to me. And when I went through like a journey with psychology, with dating, and I learned a lot about childhood trauma. Not to say that like this stuff isn't real, but it really dug my heels into this victimhood, where it was like, oh, well, that's why I'm doing these patterns with men. It was because of my parents, and this is how they failed me, and so therefore I'm this victim. And okay, so like these are the reasons why I'm eating, to soothe like these emotions, because I'm like this victim of having to feel this way. And I'm not trying to dive as much into like the logistics of how things got here, but just understand that I had a very big just victim mentality about a lot of things in life. And I have come to realize over the past few years that when you are a victim, there is a jailer, and the jailer is me, and I'm victimizing myself, and I have the power to set myself free. When I did my 2026 meditation, what my guides gave me this year was a key to unlock myself from any jails that I might still be putting myself in. And I realized the jail of this weight because of, X, Y, or Z issues, these victims, these stories that happen, these traumas, whatever, that and not saying things aren't valid, but I kept myself jailed with these stories and these perceptions of my identity. So I didn't seek to set myself free and do what was necessary to get myself out of certain situations, because I was perpetuating this victimhood, because that's how I saw myself and continued to jail myself. And a huge way also was not wanting to pursue passions. And I thought I was letting other people jail me. Like I had told like 5 years ago, someone close to me, like, oh, I wanted to go on YouTube, and they did not give me a kind response. And that like scarred me for so long. And I remember I did a demo video once, maybe 3 years ago, sent it to someone close to me. They made fun of it, scarred me so much. And then I've seen my partner, he's on YouTube, and I've seen people write mean comments to him. And like, I used all of these little external things of other people and was like, see, I can't be on YouTube because like I'm such a victim, because this person thinks that or says that, or they're gonna say this. And like, I just have to keep on, staying stuck in this victimhood that like I can't pursue my passions because these people will make fun of me or whatever. But what I'm realizing is I'm keeping myself a victim. I'm keeping myself locked in this cage. Like, oh, you can't be on YouTube, you can't be skinny, you can't whatever it is for you, you can't X, Y, or Z, because all these other people and circumstances and trauma and like whatever when now I'm realizing those people weren't the ones keeping me stuck and a victim. I'm keeping my damn self stuck and the victim. And I am ready to break out of that jail and set myself free. And the fact that I can now do it and I'm recording this video just proves that this whole 10 years that I've wanted to do this, no one kept me in prison. No one kept me a victim other than my damn self. And that is, it's amazing and exhausting and like all the emotions to realize this stuff. But this is probably one of my biggest breakthroughs in my 30s. I'm 35, is like just realizing how much of my life I have kept myself a victim and perceived that it was other people, that it was my childhood, that it was my parents, that it was these boys that didn't like me, that it was these that didn't want to be friends with me, that it was the people that didn't believe in me, like, oh, like all these people. But it's like, no, it was always me. I was keeping myself small and a victim. And then as I looked further into it, it's like, what was keeping me a victim, what was keeping me small, was also like this self-worth of like not going after these things, because I believed I deserved to be the victim, to be not getting my dreams, to not get every single dang facet of my life what I wanted. I didn't think I deserved that. So I was okay with being a victim, consciously or not. So I continued to manifest that in my life. But now, through, that's a whole other video, I have the self-worth and the sovereignty to start to realize like I deserve the things that I want and I can get them, and I don't need to hold myself back anymore, and I deserve great things, and I'm a great person, and I'm worthy of everything that I want. Ooh, getting out of breath here. I'm on a rant. But that, I think that worthiness underneath the victimhood is also what perpetuated it. So these things were kind of happening, maybe more subconsciously. And there were things in my life that, like blessings that I did allow myself to receive. I'm just crying victim on some aspects of my life, not all. But so, some things I did believe I was worthy of, but there were still more things in my life that I wanted that I was withholding myself from, and keeping myself a victim, keeping myself locked in a cage, because I didn't believe that I deserved to unlock that door and go out there and get what the hell that I wanted. The more I started loving myself, the more I realized I deserved things, and the more I realized I was holding myself back from these things and perpetuating this victimhood of not getting what I want at the hands of myself. Like I was the only one holding me back. I'm ready to let myself have more and know that I deserve more, and I've opened up energy and healed things that are going to allow other things to manifest to me. So like the energy has been opened in ways that I can now receive. So it feels really good and exciting. Gosh, not to go a little Abraham Hicks on you, but I think I'm gonna. It's like when she talks about, what's an example she used? So let's just say, like, sticking with the weight thing, being skinny. She's saying it's not being skinny, it's the feelings that lead up to that, which will eventually manifest as you being skinny. But that's what you're looking for, is the deliciousness of how it feels to be fit. It's not the being fit, it's like the feelings that you perceive being fit will be like. It's the feelings of, the confidence, the, whatever. And she was trying to help people understand it's actually those feelings that you are pursuing. It's not the result of being fit. So on your journey to being fit, if you feel confident and fun and all these stuff, it's going to be an amazing journey, and you're going to get fit anyway, and it's going to be fun along the way. So the point of that whole rant was to say, I have 0 views. I literally haven't even published yet, and I feel so good. Like when I think of like, oh, if I had podcasts or videos, like of course, like yeah, it'd be awesome if people watched them, like duh. But just making this video, the process of just feeling free and honest and open and all the things, and like getting stuff off my heart and soul that I've wanted to say for so long and hear myself process, like just for me, like this just feels so good, whether if 0 or 100 people watched it. So I also want to say on that note with Abraham Hicks, like we get so like result based as humans. One, it's like it's the process, it's the journey, it's the feelings that we should be focused on. So like whatever you're doing, whatever goal you think you have, it should feel good getting there, and the goal should be the getting there while feeling good. This just feels really good. Filming this, start showing up for yourself, loving yourself, creating space, energy, and allow for blessings to come into your life. That self-love. Then you will know that you are worthy and capable of receiving stuff. And then you will free yourself from that victimhood, from that jail that you have been living in. And enjoy the journey along the way to whatever it is that you're going to pursue, because it's not the destination, it's truly the journey that's enjoyable. And again, it's the journey we're seeking, the feelings. It's not actually the tangible product. It's not about being skinny. It's about the empowerment and the self-love and the connection with your body and all the things along the way that feel good. So from wherever you are to whatever your farthest away dream is, start the journey. It's literally a day-to-day process. You can start feeling good right here, right now. And again, that's the whole point.